And once again, a very good morning to the Vooka Nation and the Durban family out there. Happy New Week and a happy new day. It is, of course, a new Monday, and we are looking forward to building that momentum just to kickstart this beautiful day of ours with some energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. You're watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. And of course, if you wanted to connect with us across all social media platforms, you can do that by just clicking the follow button and also liking and commenting on some of the videos that we post for you on all our social media platforms. Right now we are live on YouTube. We are also live on Underground Radio, so do make sure that you let us know what are your thoughts on some of the conversations we are going to be having this morning. And guess what, today is National Best Friends Day. Of course, this day is all about serving the purpose of making sure that we know what is the meaning of having our friends out there. So today I just want you to do one thing for us. Check up on your best friend, check up on your mate on how they are doing, and your best friends, because some of the best friends, they share some of the memories from a long time ago, whether it's childhood memories, whether it's where they met, understand? So you can do that by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Of course, we promise to give you a very beautiful and an energetic show to your day. And then all I need you to do is to dial the number 0604933226. That's 0604933226. My name is Moeketsi, my money. Happy to be with you. You know that we always start with what we call picture of the day, just to enhance your bucket list in terms of traveling together with your friends and families. Behind me, you're seeing pictures and you're asking yourself, what are we highlighting this morning? So this morning we are highlighting Madikwe Game Reserve, which is tucked along the Botswana border in South Africa's northwest province, and it is one of the country's best kept safari secrets. Covering over 75,000 hectares, it offers a malaria-free wilderness teeming with the big five: lion, leopard, elephant, rhino, and buffalo, plus rare species like the African wild dogs. Unlike many reserves, Madikwe is a community driven, with local villages benefiting directly from tourism, making every visit a contribution to conservation and upliftment. The landscape is strikingly diverse, ranging from savanna and bushveld to rocky hills and riverine forests, ensuring a breathtaking scenery. At every 10 luxury lodges and family-friendly camps provide intimate safari experience, often with fewer crowds than Kruger or Pilanesberg. Guided game drives and bush walks immerse visitors in raw African beauty, while the reserve's commitment to ecotourism ensures sustainability. Madikwe is not just a safari, it's a story of wildlife revival, community empowerment, and lastly, unforgettable adventure. So go out there and visit the Madikwe Reserve just to enjoy the atmosphere it has to give. If you have any of your questions or any information you want to share with us, use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on the comment section. But that's what we have for you this morning for your picture of the day. And of course, we always begin our day with some profound words that we can use throughout the day, which is this Monday morning. So the words for this morning are from Winland. He says, the ocean stirs the heart, inspires the imagination, and brings eternal joy to the soul. I'm going to repeat that for you again. The ocean stirs the heart, inspires the imagination, and brings eternal joy to the soul. And then inspirational message for this morning is, on this World Oceans Day, as we're going to be celebrating it, take a moment to reflect on the power of nature and connection. Just like the ocean, life moves in waves, sometimes calm, sometimes challenging. Embrace every moment, protect what matters, and pour positive energy into your world and the people around you. So those are the words that we have for you. Very beautiful and inspiring, just to kickstart this energetic morning. So what we're going to do right now to take a short break, and then we'll be back with your news and sports headlines.
We are live. Durban Streets, what's poppin'?
The favorite morning crew
on the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
What's up, fam? You chilling with your boy Moeketsi, my money, aka Max for maximum temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature.
Let's
Let's go.
My name is Naomi P. Umkabayi Gamakusazana.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE list. My name is MooCee list. On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
And once again, a very good morning. I hope that you're still with us right there. So right now, these are your news making headlines this morning. Starting off with your first headline, Ramaphosa unveils immigration crackdown as repatriation begins. President Cyril Ramaphosa has announced new measures to address growing concerns over illegal immigration, including stricter enforcement, deportation, and inspection of businesses hiring undocumented workers. The move comes amid rising tension and protest. At the same time, the first group of 150 Malawian nationals has left the Western Cape in a voluntary repatriation program after being displaced. Authorities say the coordinated effort aims to ensure safety while addressing immigration challenges across the country. The next news headline, Ramaphosa also warns jail for hiring undocumented workers. President Cyril Ramaphosa has warned that employers who hired undocumented workers could face jail time. The move forms a part of a broader crackdown on illegal immigration. Government plans to increase inspections, strengthen penalties, and enforce labor and immigration laws more strictly. Officials say businesses exploiting undocumented workers will no longer escape with fine alone. The last news headline, cold weather and coastal showers hit South Africa. Cold conditions are expected across much of South Africa with fog in some areas and light showers along the coast. Weather officials say the temperatures will remain low as winter conditions continue to set in. Coastal regions may experience intermittent rain, while inland areas can expect chilly mornings and reduced visibility due to fog. That's all we have for your news headline. Heading over to your sports news, starting off with cricket news. Cup aims to find rhythm before the World Cup opener. Proteas women all-rounder Marizanne Kapp says she is not yet at her best ahead of the T20 World Cup opener. Despite strong performances in warm-up matches, including taking wickets against Ireland, she admits she is still finding her rhythm. Kapp says the focus is on improving and adjusting to conditions in England before facing Australia at Old Trafford. She believes the team is on the right track but must keep working on key areas to peak at the right time. And then on your football news, Bruce slams Bafana mentality after Jamaica draw. Bafana coach Hugo Bruce has criticized his team's mentality after a disappointing 1-1 draw against Jamaica. South Africa took the lead through Lyle Foster but failed to hold on. Bruce says the performance was below expectation and warned that the team must improve quickly. He believes the problems is not just tactics but attitude and intensity. With the World Cup opener against Mexico approaching, Bruce says the players must do much more to compete at the highest level. Heading over to your marathon news, all eyes on the Comrades Marathon as race day nears. The 2026 Comrades Marathon takes place on the 14th of June with over 21,000 runners set to compete. This year's race is an up run from Durban to Pietermaritzburg, covering about 85 kilometers. Conditions are expected to be favorable with a strong competition in both the men's and women's race. Gerda Steyn is the favorite in the women's event as she targets another victory. Known as the ultimate human race, Comrades remains one of the biggest endurance events in the whole world. That's what we have for you this morning in terms of your sports and news headlines. If you want to share your thoughts on your sentiments, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. For now, let us take a short break and then we'll be back with your latest weather updates.
I've been missing the way you touch me, baby. Kisses on my neck and the love you gave me. When I think about it, I go a little bit crazy. It's gotta be more than this for you and I to coexist. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. I've been scrolling through the text messages you sent me, trying to fill the holes where you left me empty. And when I think about it, get a little emotional, knowing that we might never ever be close to loving. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Sober up, think it's time for me to sober up, 'cause I don't know what I should do with all these feelings. Don't wanna be needy, too in love. Maybe I am just too in love. Baby, all I know is I can make you stay, but don't just walk away. Help me, I wanna be more than just a friend. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer. Help me, I don't wanna be just a one night stand. I'm looking for closure, so baby pull me closer.
from the Dobson-Tin Vooka Studios. Good morning. Hi, how are you doing? I hope you're having a great one thus far. Today is the 8th. I almost said the 7th of June. It is the 8th of June 2026. How is it that we're already 6 months into the year? Crazy, crazy, crazy work. I hope that the morning has been a great one thus far, a very kind and pleasing one to you and yours. I want to hear from you. I want to get in touch with you. I want to engage with you, and how you and I can do that is by you using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms, but it needs not end there, right? It also continues on our WhatsApp line. Make use of the number 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226, where we can continue sharing our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. What you can also do is jump on to Underground Radio DBN. Good morning to all the Durbanites out there, or to everyone who is hanging out with us right there on the Durban airwaves. Jump onto their website to www.undergroundradiodbn.co.za. That's www.undergroundradiodbn.co.za. I look forward to engaging with you so much. I want to find out, actually, the first thing that I want us to get into is, what was your weekend like? What did you get up to for the first official weekend of June 2026? Man, I think it's been an eventful year thus far, so I want us to get in touch about all of those things. But I want the current weather for this lovely Monday morning. I was telling the gents in studio that I'm not too sure whether I'm cold, am I warm, am I warm-ish, or is it hot, right? Because we have the heater on in the studio, but I also have my jacket, as you can see right behind me, so I'm not too sure as to where to go with that. But the overview of today's weather across your requested South African locations shows dry, sunny interior conditions contrasting with wet winter showers along the coast. And this is what the weather is looking like this morning. In Johannesburg, it is currently partly sunny with a high of 21 and a low of 7 degrees. In Soweto, a high of 22 with a low of 6 degrees. Pretoria, a high of 23 with a low of 7. And then in Bloemfontein, it is cloudy and cold, a high of 20 with a low of 3 degrees. In Cape Town, we have some light rain with a high of 16 degrees and a low of 13 degrees. In Khayelitsha, there are rain showers currently taking place with a high of 17 degrees and a low of 9 degrees. And then lastly, ending it off in Durban, it is mostly sunny with a high of 23 degrees and a low of 15. So Gauteng, Joburg, Soweto, Pretoria, clear skies dominate the morning hours, and it will feel pleasantly mild in the afternoon before dropping sharply into a cold evening. Low UV indexes mean sun risk is minimal today. In the Western Cape, particularly for Cape Town and Khayelitsha, there's a cold front that is driving active winter precipitation. Expect a mostly cloudy, wet day with persistent light to moderate downpours, easing off towards late evening. And then in the Free State and KZN, Bloemfontein stays cold with dense cloud layers, while Durban enjoys the warmest conditions of the group with coastal sunshine. That is what the weather is looking like this morning. So I want to hear from you. What do you feel? Did you grab a jacket? Do you have an extra layer underneath your outfit this morning? And of course, what do you expect for the rest of the day? I think it is absolutely, it's getting cold, guys. Not even it's getting, it is absolutely cold. So I want to find out from you. So that's what we have in store for you. And if you didn't know, now you're about to find out. You hang out with us right here, where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network, giving you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. And you know that you're always being taken care of by the one and only myself, the one and only MOOCEE. My name is MooCee, and I so could not be happier and be more pleased to be both in your presence and in your company. You know, I could never be alone. It would never be the Vooka Breakfast Show in its full capacity if I don't have the broadcasting boys in house with me this morning. Of course, the one and only son of Mother Nature, Moeketsi, my money. And of course, right there on the technicals, taking such good care of us, is none other than Mr. B. Yes, sir. Mr. Mo, talk to me, my brother.
Yeah, it's a beautiful Monday morning, a cold one. I love it. I know for some of the people out there, they would say I'm crazy for loving a cold weather. Guys,
you are, though.
There is
you are.
One of the things that I hate about the cold weather.
You shouldn't hate
what
anything.
You see in my finger. So
blisters.
No, it's not blisters. So in winter, when you get injured, you take time to heal.
Like I did.
Yeah.
I'm
In
gonna share the
winter,
story.
yeah, when you just get a scratch on your body or anywhere else, or maybe you get an injury, a fatal injury,
Yes,
you're going
sir.
to take time to heal because it's winter. That's why most soccer players, or when people get injured, if they are in cold areas, they will travel to warm areas so that they can heal
so the healing
faster.
process takes place much quicker.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you mean.
So yeah, I am doing okay, of course, this beautiful morning, and you can let us know how was your weekend, just to share the highlights. Let us know what were you doing, what were you up to, because it is the new month, of course, the month of the young ones, the month of
Youth and Dala. I did mention last week.
It's youth month, and of course there are so many things that are going to be happening. Organizations are going to be coming with campaigns, of course, just to celebrate and commemorate what this month has. But of course, we don't leave you hanging with some of the things that are going to be unpacking right here on the show. We want you to be with us, and we also want to hear some of your thoughts as we are celebrating this month as Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. There are some of the things that we're going to be, of course, for the whole month discussing in terms of what men out there go through and how can we help. Maybe getting some of the few guests to talk about the campaigns that they're going to be having throughout the month, and then you will get the information right there. But with that being said, you can come through on the comment section. Let us know what you think. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show is the hashtag to use when you're on the comment section.
Yes, sir.
I see we had the first comment from Mbanji saying, good morning, Mavuga Amantle. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Crew. Hashtag Underground Radio Fam. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Buffet too. It's another hashtag Monday, and we are looking forward to this amazing week. Glad to hear that. Glad that you're doing good, my brother. And then he says, I feel sorry for CPT.
Yeah, for Cape Town, the weather. Yeah.
What's wrong with the weather?
No, the weather is low that side. The temperatures are very low. I think the high is to 13 high or something like that. As I pulled it up here. So yeah, I think that's why he says, I feel bad for Cape Town. Like, guys, no.
Don't, bro. We need to go to Cape Town.
No,
right
bro.
now.
Durban is the place to be, my brother. Durban is the place to be. Hang out with the team.
I want to
out
go
there.
to Cape Town. No one at this point. I just need to experience the cold weather of Cape Town.
Speaking of Durban, I think we, as the Vooka team, man, we need to give a huge congratulations.
Yeah.
To Damon.
Oh, Damon.
Man, you know, he gave birth to a beautiful little baby girl. I think almost a week ago, like a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
and he
news,
sent
man.
the pictures. Man, it's just so hard for me. I promise you, like, I'm not so big on kids and children,
Yeah.
right? But when he sent the picture and the messages kept pouring in the group,
Yeah.
you know, I felt like, man, I felt like having a little one myself. Yeah.
You want your own little bambino.
It was so
right
crazy,
there.
man. It was crazy, and I was surprised at myself. I was so excited for him, you know, because he sent the first communication that the baby has arrived is here, you know.
Beautiful,
and then he
beautiful,
said a bit later on, guys, I'll tell you the little girl's name. I forgot the name.
No, it's Lily Grace.
Lily Grace Tomlinson,
Yeah.
yes sir, Lily Grace, man, which is so cool. So Damon, congratulations, my brother. A huge shout out to you, man. Clock it. And I don't know who mentioned it in the group. Someone else did mention and said, this is the first day of the rest of your life, man. Your life is absolutely changed from today. And Mr. B, I'm sure you can concur with that statement, man.
Yeah. In fact, I'm just thinking, Oguti, there's a trend of concatenating names together
Yes,
now. Because my daughter Umpilo -Entle.
Yes.
So I'm thinking Lily Grace, that's like two names being
put into one.
concatenated
Yeah,
together. So I think more and more names are coming out where it's like
do you feel like
two
we're
things.
in that era now of where
Yeah, because our parents,
Parents are
didn't know.
involved now. So
Yeah.
you find that the father and the mother
each bring one
each
name.
bring one, and then you put those together, right?
I see.
Yeah, because
Oh, wow.
in our era, I think it was just Ukoko, one person naming us. Or
Yes.
the one parent.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes it's for some parents, they will just look up, what was the best moment they had. you know, Gucci, because I want Jabula abaningi is like, hey, mina, I was happy when we made the baby. Being Ninjabu.
Yes, sir.
Understand? So
Yes, sir.
they come from a deep meaning to say, okay, what does your name mean? I mean, some of your name guys out there, Kezamanya Matota. I mean, there are some of the names that are just questionable.
So I think, you know, with the naming thing, and I remember, and I like using this example, and I think we have spoken about it, but the name Midupi, right? Kastwana or Kasutu, depending on how you look at it. But for most of us, my 1K, I guess, let me say that. For most of us, I think we were slowly coming out of the era, Mr. B, of our parents having to be forced to have English names or what would be referred to as a Christian name, right? Because at the time, the ruling government, they couldn't pronounce
our names,
black African names, right? And so
they didn't want to.
They didn't want to, at least. Sure. So we were sort of forced to have like Christian names. Or like English names, right? So you'd be Ubanele, Joseph. You know, things of that nature. Not that it's his name, guys. It's not his name.
Quintin.
I was about to say.
Guys, Mr. B's name is not Joseph. So, you know, yeah. So it's that kind of thing. But yeah, now I think we eventually got to a place in society where we didn't feel like, at least parents didn't feel forced to have or to give their kids an English name, you know, and retain that. Having black African names throughout, you know. So you'd find it's each parent gave a name, or the grandmothers from either side gave a name, and both parents also gave a name. So
like so many names. Double barrel surname also. Like what's your name?
Yeah, so that's crazy. How many names do you have?
I have 3 names.
3? Really more?
So it's 2 names and 1 surname. Obviously, when they say everything combined, but I have like 2 names.
What's your other name? Do you have an English name?
I don't like that name.
It's an English name.
It's an English name. I don't like that name.
That's for Mr. B.
So many of my friends, they've seen the name.
Yes.
And they like using the name. You know?
Do they call you by
they call me by that name, and I don't like that name. I don't know why, but I just don't
like it.
Yeah, I don't like the name. Because when I ask my mom, it's like, this guy's from the Bible.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those Bible names.
Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah. So with you,
Mr. P, how about you?
It's just one name.
Just the one.
Name. Well, ID, it's just one, but my name sort of has like a flow to it. So Banele Abafana.
Oh, your name. It's not just Ubanele.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Ubafana.
Ubafana.
So then, out of 4 boys, Mangfig, it's like, it's enough.
I see. And then that's the girls came through. Oh, wow.
Miraculously.
That's cool.
I think with me also the Moeketsi. Because my parents, after having 2 boys, they wanted a girl.
Oh yes.
So hence Moeketsi.
Oh wow. See, that's what I mean. What I mean. Like how our names mostly come about as black individuals or the black society and black people in Africa is they are attached to meaning, like you mentioned. So like I said earlier, I made the example of the name Midupi. So Kastwana, when we say Pula ya Midupi, it is rain that is not ending. And it's the type of rain that has no thunder and no lightning, and so Kipula ya Midupi. And so when you are named Midupi, chances are you were born while there was that kind of rain. You know, it was just this rain that goes on for, that rain that goes on for days. Days on end. There's no lightning.
I remember
no thunder, no nothing. Pula ya Midupi. Or you are Motalipule. So those kinds of names, that's actually interesting when I learned that. Those kinds of names are sort of how I heard about it, and I could be wrong, and I stand to be corrected. But the one part of it is a generational breakage of a curse in the family, right? So you'd be named Matlakala or Lepantiti. Yes, Lepantiti. I promise you, right, Mr. P? So you'd find the one person who taught me this and was telling me the story, relaying the story to me is the parents would give birth and the kids would pass on. right? Either as a stillborn, or they never even make it to birth, or shortly after being given birth, bana ba tlhokafala, right? And they'll be given just the normal conventional names we have as black people, right? And so to break that curse, you would have to be, or the parents would have to resort to giving their child that sort of a name, Matlakala, so that it sounds like you are just a, you know, ngwana is disregarded and not loved like that, you know, or lepantiti, or ngwana wa ko ntle wena, or do you get what I'm trying to say? So part of the reason, I don't know, there could be more to it, you know, behind it, but that's what I've learned over the years. Those kinds of names are not necessarily they just didn't have a name. You know, it was sort of attached to something. But I have two names myself. Okay. I have two names.
It's the English one.
Yeah, I do have an English name. I don't really hate it because
what's the English name?
I'm not gonna say anything. But I don't hate it. It's not a bad name. So my names are very not usual. I don't have usual names. So you'd be surprised to learn what my second name is. But yeah, I think if you go through my social medias, you might find what you might detect out there what my name is, you know. But yeah, man, apparently I was named after my grandfather. Both names on my father's side. Yeah, I was named by my grandfather.
Was he a musician?
So it's an old name.
It is. Thus I think I have a very old soul. Like these things, guys, are, hey man, they're connected, man. They're very connected.
Gerald.
Jeffrey. Jeffana. And you know,
Jeffrey, why?
You know what I like, Kokasi? Kokasi, I don't care what your name is. They will spin your name around. Like Uzoba, but Ebanzo, Pizarro, you know, you know those kinds of things. Moeketsi, Moeketsi, you know, I don't know what it is about guys, but they will spin your name like no one's business, man. Yeah, very crazy stuff, man.
Very interesting, man. Yeah, still on that. Lastly, a huge congratulations to Damon from Underground Radio. Plus, you were excited, right?
Yes.
So we need to find you a volunteer that you can have.
What? Have a baby? I said in the second.
Vooka Nation Underground family, please, guys. If you want to have a son, if you are ready, Mrs. here. He's here to give it to you. Here's your baby. Ooh, so the comments came through right there. Miss Q-Rams coming through saying, morning Vooka Nation, happy new week. Hashtag Sivuki.
Hello, Miss Q-Rams.
Morning. And then Z Elizabeth saying, good morning Vooka Nation, Underground Radio DPN and the breakfast team. Sivugile on this new week and wishing you all a blessed week ahead. Hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Of course, there are so many things I'm going to be unpacking this morning. So what I'm going to do right now is to take a short break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about would you choose immortality? Because a very interesting story that we came across is from a gogo who turned 117 years.
It's crazy.
Lifetime moments. Would you live forever? Or when by 60? It's child.
You want to call it quits?
Yeah, we want to know. Let us take a short break, and then we will be back with that discussion.
You right next to me.
Back to music on the Underground.
You're still hanging out with us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by a daily dose of positivity. If, of course, you want to get and hold in touch with us, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. We're both live on Underground Radio and on YouTube. Subscribe, press the notification button so that whenever you go live, you will be notified. Or get yourself the Underground Radio app, both available on iOS and Android. Before the break, there is an interesting conversation we brought up, which is Gogo turned 117 years. She's lived through wars, witnessed history unfold, and seen generation come and go. At 117, her life story reads like a living timeline of resilience and change. So here's a thought. If you could choose, would you live forever, or is it a finite life part of what makes it special? Right, let us know right there, or you can send us your voice note on 0604933226, 0604933226. So this morning, that's the question that we are asking, that would you choose immortality if given the chance? Before I continue, would you choose immortality?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think about it. I think so. I think but it depends, obviously. So when you say immortality, obviously the perception that we have been given on social media or on mainstream media, TV and things that we watch, and the kind of content that we consume, immortality is mostly always attached to not aging. Yeah. Right. Immortality is mostly attached to not aging. So would that be one of the benefits? Absolutely. If I were to not age, stay 26 like I'm 26 right now, but live for 117 years. Absolutely. I mean, think of it in not Vampire Diaries, but particularly Twilight. Yeah. Right. I don't know, Mr. B, have you watched the entire series of Twilight?
Just the movies.
The movies, yes, the movies.
But also Sandman as well.
Sandman, absolutely. That the guy that he meets, who he grants immortality, and they meet every 100 years more. Yeah. So every 100 years they meet. Maybe go Westgate. Yeah. We're gonna meet go Westgate ka 12. On the 8th of June in 100 years' time, you and I will meet, and you'll tell me what you've done with the life that I've granted to you, or the not aging and having immortality. You're gonna tell me, you're gonna update me what happened in the last 100 years, and they talk about it for a couple of hours. They depart. I'll see you in 100 years again. 100 years later, they meet again. So that's crazy. And he goes on to say, or to he comes up with tricks. This guy. He says he's. After a while, like after about 15 years, maybe go to Cape Town, right? And he assumes a new identity when he gets to Cape Town, blah 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 blah. Comes here back most of the way to after about 50 years, claiming that he's the son of Moeketsi, but he's still the same person. So there's those kinds of things where you might have to try and navigate the not aging, and people obviously haven't going to question you. But if it were up to me, not aging, staying youthful, but living for a long time, absolutely, completely. I would take it. What about you? You'd want to pass on.
Yes, but immortality. I don't want to play that game.
Not for you.
Yeah, it's not. I think if maybe we can put it in a manner of it's only given to me. Okay. Because I want it to be given to everyone. Let us all be immortal, because I don't want to live, throughout the lifetime of losing people, because I cannot handle losing so much people, right? So, imagine after 100 years reminiscing about, some of my friends, the friends that I had. I mean, I've had friends for whatever long time, so I don't think I would be able to handle immortality at its core, right?
I see.
Yeah. So if I was given a chance to choose it, no,
you wouldn't take immortality.
Yeah, guys, in Kenya, modi policing 1 million. There's money out there. I'll give you my ID number. Make money yourself. Just know that I am, a walking I don't know what you call it out there, but yeah.
But let me
I'm a
ask you.
treasure.
Let me ask you though. If it were up to you, right?
Yeah.
Because we all of us don't know when our last day on earth is going to be.
Yeah.
Right. And how we're going to leave this physical earth. But if it were up to you and you had control of it, at what age do you think you would want to call it quits?
Ooh, very interesting question. Ooh-wee. Because I've never been to that age, and just by looking at certain lifestyles of older people out there, oh, nah, guys, 100. I think
100. You call it quits.
I'll be fine. 100.
100, as in on the 11th of August.
On the dot, 11th of August, when I turn exactly 100, I want to be on my bed and say my goodbyes.
Mo.
Yeah, honestly, that's personally for me. 100 years, I think I've lived enough.
You call it quits?
Yeah, hey man, hey, this life is not for all of us.
The year 3000.
Hey, I never.
All right,
I'm grand.
I would be born.
I mean, even if it was a reality thing, hey, Buffett, hey, 40.
40.
40.
Hey guys, no, 40 you're still young, man. 40 you're still young. I mean, Dura is turning 40 next year. So imagine, like that's.
Yeah, for him, I mean, he wants more years. But a lot of people are out there. If it's that reality that, okay, hey, Ndwana, it's 40. I'm like, sharp. 40 is fine. I won't even complain, right? But yeah, if I had to choose the number of years I would leave, I think 100 years.
100?
Yeah.
You call it quits?
Years.
Mr. B?
Call it quits.
Talk to me.
So, I think I can't really say the age, but I'll put a condition. One of the moment I start being umtwalo.
Oh, sekumele sikuke manje. Sekumele sikuke. Siyageza manje. Yila bomkhulu abafihla abavasi lapha. You know those grandfathers who are naughty and they don't want to because that's the thing. I think that's the downside, or one of the downsides of aging. You go back to reasoning like a little baby or like a little child. You know, you know, those kinds of things. Okay, so but
yeah, no.
So let's say
if it happens at 60, 60
is fine.
Yeah.
But ideally, the number, if you were to pick a number,
I think 80 sweet spot, man.
80.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Okay. At the end of the conversation, I'll tell you what happened over the weekend, because we didn't ask each other what happened over the weekend.
No, we've got 2 weekends to cover. Grand.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. 2. No, just the one. Just the one.
One, but yeah. Well, something happened last week, and yeah.
You mean last week when on the
Monday?
On the Monday. Oh yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, no, it's interesting, guys. It's interesting. Your answers are interesting. 80 and 100. No, guys, the more the merrier.
Yeah.
But I understand your reasoning, Mr. B, like of saying, guys, one skin na moralo, like no. But not something about you bankate. But yeah, I don't know. Me, I'm fit. Guys, give you immortality, man.
Yeah.
But because we don't have immortality, I mean, if God blesses me with over 100, guys, give it to me. Give it to me. But also with the condition, obviously, I'm not gonna be this youthful self, right? But ideally, I would want to still be mobile and still be, you know, just more to Osha. Give it right. You
still wear your caps, you know.
Won't understand that. I ain't gonna get it. I'm gonna be that grandfather. Absolutely. Won't understand that. You know, but yeah, I think hey man, 90 plus, man.
90 plus.
90 plus.
Yeah.
90 plus for me. 90 plus. Like
interesting.
Having lived 90 years, guys, close to 100. Ideally 100, man. I mean, guys, let's do an entire century. Man. But
yeah, that's why I also feel like I think in some of the time I would want to do wild things, you know, at a very old age, because I don't think, you know, some of the things that you would do illegally when like you are above 80, you can go or they can arrest you.
You don't think you get arrested? You would.
Yeah, I mean when it comes to like dying, bruh, like I really want to try out like hardcore drugs.
So it's something that's on your bucket list.
Yeah, maybe like 1 year to go, like I feel because it's my body. It's chai.
But you make it. We peleleza, you know.
Imagine dying healthy.
Yes, that's the idea.
Nah, you can't die healthy, man. I wanna die. My lungs are worn out.
No, man.
My lungs are gone.
That's gonna be a painful death.
My what do you call this thing?
Rib cage. Kidney.
The kidneys. Yeah, I want my kidneys gone. At least, like, I could have donated one maybe to charity. Then the other
charity.
one, yeah, I just deal with it. Sharper Gordons. Why?
But you make it.
Spirits. Like, honestly, that's what I want. No, that's what I want.
No, I don't.
And I think my family is going to understand. You know, when God blesses me with a very huge family, they'll understand. This is how Mkulu wants to go, guys. Please get him some molly. Get him some coke,
CPT.
Yeah, get him some
CP.
yeah, not those drugs that will make me a nyaope. No, like.
But what drug does it? What drug does
there
it?
There are obviously we can't discuss that here. There are 8 great drugs here. We're not promoting that. But some of the perspectives when we look into this discussion is that some say a long life is an ultimate gift. More time with loved ones, more chances to grow and to see history firsthand. Others believe life's values comes from its limit. Knowing time is finite pushes us to live fully and intentionally. Studies has often show that meaning and happiness are linked to not just to longevity but to purpose, relationship and well-being, no matter how long we live. And culturally, many people celebrate elders as living libraries of knowledge,
yes,
connecting past, present and the future. You want to be that Madala who would sit down,
who's wise,
tree,
that was very
talk
wise.
About how you used to be on the Vooka breakfast show,
sir,
discussing important
absolutely
stuff.
I used to sit down with prominent individuals. What are you talking about?
Coming to the show and going to different places,
yes sir,
broadcasting out there. Yeah, I mean, people will be I'm glad to have those kind of moments so that Lebona they can know okay, in terms of having a bright future, what dots do we need to connect?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. Yeah.
But this lady is 117 years. Because you understand, Hore?
Yo,
19, what? We're 26 now, ne?
Yeah.
1926. She turned 17.
Yo, 1926.
She turned 17 in 1926.
Yo.
That's crazy work. That's crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like the people who live up to those kinds of ages, that's a blessing, man.
It is.
You're an encyclopedia. You see, in this instance, Mr. B, I can say age trumps the argument that I had of saying just because umdala una experience. You wanna, in this instance, Chief, you've lived for over a century. I know age in this instance for me trumps I fail like bro, you've lived a century. Udiboni waditi makoko,
so many years.
Think works as a 2 cent.
imagine. She lived in the era where being brought milk at your doorstep or at your gate was a thing,
guys.
It was. She literally saw South Africa change in front of her eyes, guys. Like, if she lives in Soweto or any of these other townships, she can probably tell you, I saw it coming up. I saw it. It's crazy work, man.
You know, there were no houses where you live, right? So this also, I feel like these are the people we should bring forward to tell stories.
Yeah.
You know, give them the platform to tell stories. Hey man, like what was your experience throughout this 117 years? We're losing celebrities at the age of 30, 40. You know, they don't even have the time to sit down and tell us the story of how they became prominent, how they became big celebrities.
Yes, Mr. Mo.
You understand? So I think these are the people who need to give a platform to tell their story in terms of how they have lived. But in terms of your thoughts, what are your thoughts? And we are asking the question this morning that if you were given an opportunity to choose immortality, would you take it?
Yeah.
Let us know on the comment section by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Some of the comments coming through right there. Priscilla Maimani coming
hello
through, saying morning, happy new week family, I missed you guys. Yo, I was so busy.
Man, hello Priscilla.
Yeah,
hello Priscilla. This is my sister who's just before me.
Yeah. And people are gonna ask themselves, why is your sister Mara ke
my
my
man.
Guys,
Guys, Moeketsi, Kimiki, Prorwaka. Moeketsi is married to my sister. I'm kidding. Kind of people will take it seriously. How? That's why you guys are so close. It makes sense, man. How? Moeketsi, you married MooCee's sister? No, guys, no, man. The husband to Priscilla is my man, I think. But yeah. Hi, Priscilla. Hope you've been cool.
Yeah.
A thought just struck me. So this lady has lived over a century, right?
Yeah.
Half a century. What do you think? People who are turning 50.
What do I think?
Yeah, I mean, my sister turned 50. My firstborn sister turned 50 last year. Right, and that's half a century. My own mother passed on the year that she turned 50.
Yeah.
Right, she just turned 50. Then a couple of months later, unfortunately, right, she lost her life.
Yeah.
But that's also like crazy work, guys. A half a century, 50 years is like, I'm fit to khalopela. Like khalopela.
Yeah, 50.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? You think that, because you understand that people who are turning 50 this year are people who were born in 1976. Literally the year when the uprising in Soweto took place.
Yeah.
And so if you were a teenager in 1976, that would be the age group of Bomam Tembi, my own mother, I know my aunt, probably your parents as well.
Yeah.
Mr. Rabutata was telling us that he's turning 63 this year, which is crazy work. But you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
When I'm not a teenager, 1976, guys, or you gave birth to a child in 1976, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And that child now today is turning 50. Crazy work. I don't know, Mr. B, if like I'm making sense, man, but it's crazy work. Half a century, I think, is also like you can safely say, guys.
Yeah, because I saw, both my parents going through the age 50, and it was a blessing, honestly. It was a blessing because I know a lot of people who couldn't see that happening, especially for both parents, right? And you can see, Jorge, there's a certain age whereby you start to embrace what you have went through as a person. Rather than going through that age with your problems, you still complain about life and those kind of things, but you kind of know how to let the people who are coming after you to relax. Or guys, I've been through this. Look at me, I'm 50 now. Well, now you are 23 and complaining about life. Like, what more when you get to the age?
To the ages, so,
I
hear what you're saying.
50 Leona, utonsa kanzima to get
We use ndala.
utonsa kanzima to get there. A lot of people, they don't, especially our youth. Like, we are burying our peers.
Yeah, which is sad, man.
Like,
that's very sad. Yeah.
It is very, very, very sad, right? So Makoko, too many more years. Like, imagine 117 ka birthday about too many more years.
That's funny. Too many more years. How many more years? 117.
At least another 10, guys.
No.
Till 127, Macrisa. Then you can say bye-bye.
No, but round it off. 10. No, give it 13. Okay.
Oh, so she would 120.
130, or at least in 3 years. 120, a nice 120.
Like this thing, it isn't synced in.
You know how one would rebuke, let's say, a minor. I'm twice your age, right? Imagine a whole 60-year-old Bamjelu when I'm twice your age.
You actually.
That's how old she is. Telling a
3 years,
60-year-old,
she would be able to tell a 60-year-old man.
Yeah, twice your age.
That's crazy.
And for me personally, I don't know about you, I've never met or maybe be in close proximity with someone who is over 100 years.
Same.
Like, I've never actually got an opportunity to talk with them and be with them to say, yo, Makoko, unale 100. Like, that is,
it's crazy,
something that is, it is crazy.
Definitely.
It is crazy.
Definitely.
9:03, it is the time. So what we're going to do right now is going to take some short break and then come back with a news recap on some of the news headlines that you missed when we began the show.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Finally, I always stay dreaming, never imagined I lose my spark. Living in this crazy time, putting back the pieces of my mind. I know how to run from the dark and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate into the clouds. I'm so high above the ground. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Finally, I wanna be free. Finally, I had to abide you. I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free. I wanna be free.
Back to back music on the underground.
You don't mean nothing to me. E-boys like you every dinner. I don't believe what you preach. You're just a rookie beginner. Hang out with boys on the street. Like that will make you a winner. I don't believe what I see. Why you wearing gold? You're nothing more than silverware. Thinking you're so bold, but all you are is unaware. Walk around like everything belongs to you. Talk to me like I'm the young stupid fool. Take off all your clothes. You're nothing more than silverware. Why you call
It's exactly 7 minutes past 9, and let us go through some of the news headlines we missed when we began the show. Starting off with your news recap, Ramaphosa unveils immigration crackdown as repatriation begin. Government has announced tougher immigration measures as tension rise, while 150 Malawian nationals have begun returning home from the Western Cape. The developments highlight growing pressures to address illegal immigration and to ensure safety amid ongoing protests and concerns. What you need to know is South Africa is facing increased tension over immigration, with protest and safety security concerns growing. Government is responding by tightening enforcement and increasing deportation, while neighboring countries are assisting citizens who wish to return home through voluntary repatriation programs. What's next is authorities will roll out stricter enforcement and inspections, while more repatriation operation may follow. Government will also continue engaging communities to manage tension and ensure stability as immigration issues remains a key national concern. On your next news recap, Ramaphosa warns the jail for hiring undocumented workers. Employers who hire undocumented workers could face prison as government tightens immigration enforcement. The move forms part of efforts to address illegal immigration and prevent exploitation of cheap labor in South Africa. What you need to know is the government is shifting focus to employers who hire undocumented migrants. Authorities says this practice fuels illegal immigration and exploitation. New measures will strengthen inspection and ensure stricter consequences for businesses breaking the law. What's next? More inspections and enforcement operation are expected across industries. Government will also introduce harsher penalties, including jail time, as part of a broader strategy to tighten immigration control and uphold labor laws. On your last news recap, winter weather brings fog, cold and coastal rain. Winter conditions continue across South Africa, bringing cold temperatures, fog and coastal showers. Residents are advised to prepare for chilly weather and reduced visibility in some areas. What you need to know is foggy conditions may affect driving visibility, especially in the mornings. Coastal areas should expect light rain, with inland regions remain cold. It's important to dress warmly and take precaution when traveling. What's next is cold weather is expected to continue in the coming days as winter strengthens its grip. Further updates may be issued if conditions worsen, particularly along coastal and high-risk areas. That's all for your news recap. If you want to share your sentiments or your thoughts on these, you can use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. For now, let's take a short break and then we will be back and some of the things that you didn't know and you would know.
Hang out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is MooCee Mist.
On the Vooka Breakfast Show.
on, somebody, come on, man. Yeah, good music, good friends. That's one of the lines from a favorite platform of mine that I grew up really consuming. Hi, how are you doing? Still hang out with us right here where radio meets TV, only and exclusively on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. You know, I don't like that thing when your tongue gets tongue-tied. I don't like it. The time right about now is 12 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock on a Monday morning, the 8th of June 2026. Right, so just a quick weekend recap, because the last time that you and I and Mr. B and Mr. Mo, and of course the rest of the Vooka Nation, the last time we hung out and we saw each other and we spent some great quality time with each other was last week Monday, right? Yeah. And so much has happened since then. So I'll start off with a couple of days ago, right? Or particularly, specifically, this past weekend. Yeah. I'll start with this past weekend, Mr. Let me start with you. What did you get up to this weekend?
Oh, this weekend.
The last time you and I saw each other was Thursday, right?
Yeah.
When we did the Vooka Music Experience.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Yeah, my weekend was not much. Was just doing a lot of house maintenance with my brothers and family right there at home. And yeah, just to prepare for winter because when it comes to winter, the things that you do with summer, you're doing the spring cleaning and opening vents so that air can come in.
Sure.
So now we are closing those vents. Understand? Yeah. So yeah, that was my weekend, and of course, man, I am just excited because I was just looking to the preparation of the FIFA World Cup as Bafana is playing Thursday. The first
the 11th. Is it the first match of the tournament or the
first match of the tournament of the whole tournament?
Mara, guys, this is rigged. No, this is rigged.
I think because Mexico, because they were drawn to play against each other. Remember in 2010?
Yeah, it was
So I think it's the first time happening. So they wanted to do that again. To say, okay, now you're in the home of Mexico. Let's see how
if you can live up.
I was just looking at the preparation and finding out that the boys drew against Jamaica. On weekend,
as a friendly.
It was a friendly.
So the whole visa thing has been sorted out now.
Mkelele has traveled. The assistant coach of the Bafana. Yeah, he arrived safely right there in Mexico, in Pachuca, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, no, that's cool.
Where they are based. So I'm looking forward to the World Cup.
I see. I know you're a big fan.
Yeah.
You're a big fan. Mr. B, how about you? Weekend?
Yeah, so I started watching Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm on episode 5.
Prompted by
1.
what?
Nice.
It's one of those where I've always put aside, I'll watch it one day.
Watch later.
Right? But I wanted to see what the hype is all about. So far, so good. So far, so good.
You're loving it. You're enjoying it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
You're going to go to House of Dragons?
The spin-off.
Possibly. And then go to... series like The Witcher, and those
that styling or that genre of TV.
Yes.
I see.
So I was indoors with the family.
Yeah.
We watched movies, So
I know you've been wanting to do that for a while.
Yeah, I know. So it was a good weekend.
That's cool.
It was a good weekend.
Cool.
Lots of food. It was good.
Man, I love that. I love that. It was good. It sounds like it was just like, heartwarming and stuff.
Yeah, but that's the kind of weekends I want. Right. So yes, time and again you'll have weekends where you go out, right? But being indoors, it's
a different feeling. It slaps different. I love that.
Drinking alcohol in winter slaps different.
Also, you drink alcohol?
No.
So how do you know?
No, there's a lot of podcasts, guys. People talk out there. We watch podcasts with people. Yeah.
Experience. Okay. No, that's cool, guys. My weekend was a very interesting one. I even got like a small cut here on my finger, guys. I know you can't see it. So I got a small cut on my finger. We were cleaning up and tidying up, And how that happened was and because we were talking about this lady who is 117 years old, this past Saturday, my own grandmother, celebrated her 93rd birthday.
So you posting that.
Man, that was so exciting, man.
Sheesh.
My grandmother turned 93 on the 6th of June. 93. Guys, this lady was born in 1933. That's crazy.
1933.
Apartheid wasn't even a thing back then. Because apartheid was, or at least the ideology and the concept of apartheid was introduced in 1945. So she was born in 1933. When this lady was born, I think she was about 60. When I was born, she was in her 60s. When I was born,
when you were born, she was
in her 60s, which is crazy work. So as you can see there on your screen, that's the cake that we bought her, and the pictures around the cake of me and her, or her and I. I mean, so it's different pictures her and I have taken over the years, and it was so cool, man.
There's chewable pictures.
Sorry?
Chewable pictures.
Yes. Well, I didn't cut the cake. I didn't have cake because I'm not like a sweet tooth type of person.
But cake.
But that's the cake that we bought her, and
nice,
she didn't know what to say because it was like a surprise thing.
Yeah.
Right. It was a surprise thing. No one said anything to her.
Yeah.
So on Friday I'm with her. She's like, hey, your aunt called me to come. There's something happening. I don't want to go. It's my birthday. I just want to be at home. You know. But she's like, no, let's go. And then when she got there, there was like those pictures that we make.
Yeah.
And it's written her name and her picture and the age. And
man.
it was so cool, man. And the other picture that you are about to see now is of myself, her, and my brother, my cousin Monde. And she didn't know what to say, man.
Yeah,
she didn't know what to say.
So this is your grandmother, not ukoko wako.
No, this is my grandmother, but
not great.
No.
Okay.
But not my mother's mother. She's my mother's aunt. So my mother's mother she follows my mother's mother. Yeah, so she follows my mother's mother. But we grew up in like I think I've mentioned that I come from a very matriarch type of family.
Yeah.
You know, so we were raised by a lot of women in the family.
Yeah.
Obviously, I have uncles and that sort of things, but the generation Yabo Mama and them a lot of women. So I grew up so I think I relate quite a bit and stuff like that, because there's the aunts and the grandmother and the mother and the sisters. It's like, very matriarch type of family, man, and it's warm. But funny enough, now in my generation, that's where the cycle broke, and we are a generation of males now, because almost every other family member has boys.
Yeah.
My mother had 2 boys. My aunt had 2 boys. My other aunt had 4 boys and 1 girl. So we now more generation is all boys. But yeah, man, that's what the weekend looked like. We celebrated my grandmother's 93rd birthday, man, and I love this old lady, man. I love this old lady, man. Bill Withers sings a song and she goes, "Grandma's hands clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands." I like that song. Man, it resonates with me. It resonates with me. And so we were hanging out. The family was there. It was a small, intimate thing, nothing too hectic, chilled, and everyone was so excited. Like, people enjoyed as if kipete yangwana. Understand? Like someone is turning 45 and and it was so cool, man. It was so cool. It was so cool. Being with family, I think, was a thing.
That's one of my biggest thing that I always want to do, just to be around family. Like there's that thing inside of you that
it's
happens.
warm,
Yeah,
man.
you can't explain it.
Yeah. So we were hanging out, and it was cool, man. It was cool, and thus the results. You can see I got cut-ish.
Oh, you cut yourself.
I didn't cut myself. So that was cool. So that's how I spent the Saturday. And then yesterday, just cleaning up, but also relaxing. Gearing up for the week that's coming. And that's how I spent my weekend, man.
Beautiful.
But over and above, I know last week Monday, we were talking about soup and how Mam Tembi, we await a great tasting soup, right? And so as we were talking about that on screen, guys, as you can see on your screen, if you're hanging out with us on YouTube, Cat Books invited us to come and have soup, and that's us getting to her neighborhood there, and we were just looking for the house at this point. And man, that was so cool. Hey, Mr. B. The pine trees. Very cool neighborhood. Very cool neighborhood that she lives in.
They breathe a different air. That's honestly.
But it was very cool, man. Kat invited us. We hung out with her. Such a cool lady, man.
Very cool.
Such a cool lady.
She's cool people, man.
A reader.
Really cool people.
An avid reader. She reads quite a lot.
Exactly.
Has a makeshift library in her house.
Like a whole study. I mean, that's one of my top things on the list that I want to have also in my house, because I want to have that room, because I think
to books.
One thing that people don't understand is you can read books, but if you read books in your room where you sleep, eat, do everything, you bring in your girlfriends and everyone, I mean, it's difficult to have a focus on on doing those kind of things. But having like a dedicated area, guys, I felt so different, man.
I can imagine.
I really felt so different.
I can imagine. It was very cool meeting.
It was very, very cool.
And we hung out and man, she
got a bookshop, woman.
Yeah.
My friend, I want that one.
My friend, I want that one. It was very interesting, though. It was very interesting,
man. On some of the collection that she has, yo, man, different themes of books, different titles, from political stuff
to religious
biography, religious, and those kind of things. A huge shout out to Cat out there, man. Cat Books. Yeah,
we see you, man.
Yeah.
Cat Vooka. Yeah, it was cool. It was very, very cool. And she color codes her books. She color codes, and so she can remember slightly easier. Oh, that book is red, or the cover of the book is red. So Kebele Mole and stuff like that. And she has like a nice setup where she live streams, and she has like a ring lamp and stuff like that. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, and she doesn't lend out books.
Yes.
It's important.
Not to be a lawyer. You borrow someone's things, they start using things on your things. Right, but yeah, it was a very beautiful and cool last week Monday afternoon that we spent out Lake Head out there, and of course, man, topping it off with some great coffee and soup there. Yeah, first time I was like, ish, because I know myself, coffee, I have always health troubles when drinking coffee, but this one was different.
Did it slap?
Yeah, it slept. Even the smell, when Manela had his first cup, I was like, I never.
You have to have it.
The smell, Baba. That was a beautiful smell.
Yeah.
And then the soup.
The soup.
It reminds me when I was in jail, bro. Yeah, man, I enjoyed the soup, with some bread right there, man. And of course I had my soup with and I wanted to have it with the coffee. Unfortunately, I still had my Coke right there. But after then we had some coffee, and of course with the work that we do on the Vooka Music Experience, we had to, and we watched the
live stream, tabloid,
man, we spoke about a lot of things.
We did. It was a cool afternoon.
It
was a very cool afternoon, man. Nicely spent, very, very well spent. Interesting stuff. Oh, there we go. This was a cool one as well. That's you having the soup.
Enjoying my soup. Trust me, man. It took me back. And I think after a long time, right, of having soup, because the last time I had soup like this, it was when we were in studio, the one that Anisto Mam Tembi brought. Yes, last year. That was the last time I had soup. So I need to teach myself how to make soup. Like, honestly,
But you said you don't like. You like this one. You don't like the one that has bones.
Bones for what? There's no bones here. Imagine a rapolele kima.
Yes, short. You do the
so. You need yourself.
That's Cat there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, on her kitchen right there, and doing what she does best. Right, Cat Books.
Shout out to you, Cat. Shout out to you. We appreciate it. So guys, if be like Cat, invite us. We're gonna come through. We're gonna hang out and learn about you. As someone who's part of the Vooka Nation, man. We would have a nice afternoon hanging out, getting to know each other, and we can come and share it with the rest of the Vooka Nation, man. So that's how the weekend was, and how we spent Monday afternoon last week, man, which was very, very, very cool stuff, man.
Beautiful.
So, man, the time right about now, 26 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock on a Monday morning. So we've been talking for a while. After the break, I know Mr. Mo has another conversation that that he wants us to jump into, right? And this one is something that's happening currently in our country and is directly, affecting both you and I as the citizens of this country. So with that being said, quickly go grab yourself a nice cup of hot tea or hot coffee and rehydrate, repay our bills, and we'll see each other right after this coolio.
Talking till the first light of dawn. Just like fate without no warning. It hit me so hard. Oh, I'm so sorry, girl, I didn't mean to. I done messed it up again. Yeah, I'm sorry if I crossed the line. What am I supposed to do right now? Baby, I'm falling for you. What I would do for you to love me too. No, I can't hide it no more. What I would do for you to love me too. I try to tell what you were thinking, what you might feel.
Last night, our president was talking to the country in terms of the plans to tackle illegal immigration, which has become a hotter conversation in the country right now. We know that there is a protest that is planned this month to fight all of the people who are illegal in the country, right? So that's what we're going to be looking into. But before I get into that, Mr. President revealed 5-point crackdown on illegal immigration as tension rise ahead of June the 30th. And what guides this is the human dignity and rights of all people must be respected. Every person, citizen or foreign born must abide by the Constitution and the law. Everyone who lives, works or run a business must be lawfully permitted to do so. Only authorized officials may act against violation of the law, and every country has a right to manage migration and secure their borders. Right? But for our discussion this morning, as we want to hear from you by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, sending your voice note on 0604933226. Picture this: you're a small business owner in Joburg. You're trying to keep your doors open in a tough economy, and across the street another business is thriving, but rumors say they're hiring undocumented workers at lower wages. Now, zoom out across Mzansi. What is happening right now? Communities are protesting, businesses are being inspected, and government is stepping in with a bold plan. The big question is this about fixing the system or responding to pressure on the ground? Right? And then, of course, this morning, right here on the show, we're going to be unpacking a hot button issue that's not just political, it's personal, economic, and deeply emotional. And we want to hear your personal stance on illegal immigration that is going on in the country right now. But with that being said, of course, there are some shockers and stats, of course, that are being shared publicly with citizens out there. That the Border Management Authority has already stopped more than 450,000 illegal border crossing in a year. And now the government is rolling out a full crackdown strategy, including possible jail time for employers hiring undocumented workers. That's not talk, it's a serious escalation.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
We are at a very tricky point in our country as a society. I know, what was it, 2 weeks ago, right, when we were talking about the differences between an immigrant,
refugee,
yes,
an asylum
seeker, right? Where we were giving the difference and the definitions of what those people are.
Yeah.
When they get to a different country, it's very tricky to navigate. It is very, very tricky to navigate, and it erupts so many feelings and emotions and thoughts, because everyone has a stance that they're taking or has a thought that they want to share or relay. I really don't know, and I foresee the country just going into a very tricky, heavy, unpleasant time.
Yeah.
When it comes to this conversation and this thing that's affecting the country, Mr. B.
Yeah. So the question you asked earlier, Mo, I sincerely think this is a response because of the pressure that's taking place on the ground.
Yes.
Although the methods may be unjust and unethical, but before we dive into the strategy that the president was talking about, I do think this is just a response. This topic is something that South Africans have been talking about, that let us focus on South Africans first. We're not saying no, but let's do SA citizens first.
Yes.
So with the president trying to crack down on illegal immigration, as well as targeting business owners that are employing immigrants illegally, so I think it's a response, not something that was initially top of mind.
A priority for him.
Almost like any other thing in the country that is a alarming issue that we have. It's always a response.
I mean, you will be shocked at how much the president doesn't know of the things that are happening in the ground. Because the reason there are certain departments and ministerial positions. Yesterday I was watching Checkpoint, and they went to a conference that was hosted by SADC, which is Southern African countries and like regions. Most of them, they were there. So our Minister of Foreign and International Relations, which is Ronald Lamola, was asked a question to say, okay, what is this whole conference about, and what are you guys doing with the situation that's happening? They're like, okay, we are not entirely ignoring what is happening on the ground. The reason we are having this conference is to tackle such issues, but it's like the conference itself, like there's no result in doing that, right? And then a Minister of Foreign and International Relations in Malawi was asked a question, and he was like, we are responding because there are some of the Malawian citizens who were in South Africa who were deported through the programs and the campaigns that are being rolled out so that people can come back, right? So it seems like most of them, they start to respond because now it's starting to erupt. Now it's starting to show, okay, your citizens in the country are being mistreated. What are you doing about that? Because it also harms the image of the country to say, guys, what do you guys say? I mean, you can't have your kid in Northwest being mistreated and then you're not saying anything. Only when now there's a protest going on, and then you can start saying, hey guys, please, can my kid come back because of so and so happening and those kind of things, right? So I feel like the leaders that are being elected right now to handle these matters, they themselves, they don't even know where to begin. They don't even know where to start, because yes, you can talk about how we're going to handle these matters, but what about the border management authorities that are being bribed each and every day? How are you dealing with that also, right? So this is just a whole chain of dealing with this immigration thing, because you are starting to act now, and a lot of things have been happening on the ground. It's out of pressure. These syndicates, they have grown. They know. Even if you can come up with a system that will, try to mitigate some of these issues. I mean, they have people in the inside of border management control. Like, if you have someone from the border management, guys, trust me, things that you can do, people that you can deport, drugs that you can bring into the country, right?
Things that you can smuggle into the country.
You can smuggle into the country, right? So some of these, because people are asking, okay, what is the government doing? Because labantu kumele bahambe. One thing you keep on hearing on social media is mabahambe. So
that's funny.
What the government is planning right now, just to break it down into what matters. First one is businesses hiring undocumented migrants could face harsher penalties, even imprisonment. The idea is to stop demand at the source, right? If you have a business, whether it's a local spaza shop, if you hire illegal undocumented foreigners, you could face jail time. The second one is mass enforcement and deportation. Police, Home Affairs and border authorities will increase operation to identify and deport undocumented individuals. Dedicated immigration courts will speed up the deportation processes. Third one is border security upgrade. More technology, infrastructure and personnel at borders. The country is moving towards tighter entry control and surveillance. One thing I always complain about is the technology is good, but who uses the technology is what's important at the end of the day. Because we will smile and say, yeah, hey, guys, at least there's cameras now, But do you know
they don't know how to operate those?
Kiza switches off the cameras around that time so that people can come in and smuggle. And then when you look at the footage, it looks like it's one thing. Understand? So it's those kind of things, because technology itself can say, hey, this person is switching off the cameras at this time. They know how to manipulate these systems. Right? The fourth one is systems reform and anti-corruption. Immigration systems are being revamped with technology upgrades and corruption crackdowns. And the last one is labor market checks. Up to 10,000 labor inspectors will be deployed to monitor compliance. So these are some of the government's planning into cracking down illegal immigration in the country. Right. So we want to know from you, what do you think right there? I see some of the comments.
I was about to say. Yeah, there are comments. Kat coming through, Mpanji coming through saying, very well said, Mr. B. There won't be any action taken by the government. Just responding to problems that will be called names for wanting action. And then he comes back and he says, I feel like this might be a civil war. It's heading towards that direction.
Yeah.
And you see, when it comes to this issue particularly, and what's happening on the ground, especially with movements like March on March, right, where we have seen individuals in our country being at the forefront of this issue, right, and being very vocal and sharing their thoughts and their opinions. You see, for me, it always boils down to how, Mr. Mo.
Yeah.
It always boils down to how, right? Yes, we do have an illegal immigration issue in our country. That goes without saying. And I'll go back to what I said last year when it came to President Trump, to Donald Trump, when we spoke about it, and it was like, hey, he doesn't know. How does he not know that the information that is being fed is false about white South Africans being targeted and stuff like that? There's no way that the office of the presidency doesn't know. So there's no way that President Ramaphosa doesn't know what's happening on the ground. He knows, Mr. Mo. The office of the presidency is always informed about everything. There are entire teams dedicated to handling and tackling different issues within the country. So there's absolutely, I refuse to believe it. I absolutely refuse. There's no way that the president of the country does not know what's happening right now on the ground in the CBD, in Johannesburg CBD. There's no way. There's no way, with social media being like an intricate part of communication and sharing of knowledge and information in the country. There's just no way. We're living in a very information-fueled era right now as a people of the world in general. Well, understand. So you can't come on the screen and address the nation and say I wasn't aware, or I'm trying to put reforms, and so that's why Katz is concurring with what Mr. B said. You're so when you've gotten scraped or you got cut like I did, like this, or what fella something, you fell and you just fell for that meantime. Understand? And unfortunately, this is an issue that's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
Right. But it raises quite a lot of things for me. Things like how we always joke as people in the country and say that the country has cultural groups that, or there is a underlying issue of tribalism in the country. One understand, which is what's coming up now. A lot of people on different platforms are also tackling that conversation. One understand, but now it's very tricky. You say one thing about the Vooka breakfast show, but now the Vooka breakfast show is at the forefront of the fight that we are fighting now, or the issue that is concerning the country. Like, it's very, very tricky. It's very tricky. Now we have people wanting to claim land or claim space. Guys, like, how do you do that in another country? Like, what do you mean, though? So it's very, very, very tricky to tackle. But we also have a few celebrities in the country who voiced out their own concerns, right, and their own thoughts and stuff like that. Because one of the downsides of being in the public eye, or being a public figure, is you're going to be asked, it's okay.
What do you think?
What do you think now?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Hey,
Chief. And so it's very tricky. One of the things that I learned over a while is that things like politics, religion, there's certain topics that as a brand you try and shy away from.
No,
not that you can't, but you try and shy away from.
Hey, like if you say Mabahambe, the next thing you're booked in that country, what are you gonna do? So there's a story that emerged over the weekend, right? And this one is particularly concerning our very own Casper Nyovest, all right? Something like that. So, and Casper was defending his silence on the immigration debate, right? And he says that he has come under fire for not directly addressing the illegal immigration in his recent social media comments. Right? The rapper defended himself, saying that he has even been labeled dumb amid the criticism around his silence on the issue. His response has sparked a wider debate about whether celebrities should speak out on sensitive socio-political matters. I'll make an example that happened a while ago. But there's also a most recent one where an actress came out accusing another actor of sexual misconduct. Yeah. Right? And now the question is asked, Moeketsi, we're not better MooCee Mr. And MooCee Mr. has been accused of, sexual misconduct in the workplace. What do you have to say? And you guys are friends. We've seen you guys hanging out over the weekend and having drinks and this is what you guys do. Are you for it? And so it's very tricky, guys. It's very tricky because it's not only political, but it's also financial, and there's a business implication that is attached to it. We were learning a while ago, a couple of weeks ago, Mr. B, about how because we're in election year and we're gearing up for elections later in November, and do you get what I'm trying to say? And you align yourself with a certain political party. Or there's an affiliation that you have to a certain political party, and now it closes off certain doors for you in a business and a financial sense because those businesses don't want to associate their brands with said political party. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And so, guys, is it really advisable for one to share his or her thoughts when it comes to social, economic, and political matters like this one that we're facing in the country? But also knowing I'm a public figure, guys, and I rely on being booked on the brand that I've built that is consumed by the public. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because public perception is a thing. Public persecution is a thing. Cancel culture is a thing, guys. Once you say when I'm Abahambe and you are of that slogan and you affiliate and you align yourself with that slogan, it's like, Moeketsi, let's go on your streams. When you look on your music, Labantu Oti Mabahambe, half of those streams come from people who originate from that country. So what are you saying? So it's a very, very tricky thing, man. And I don't know where to stand with this one. I honestly don't know what to think of this one. But what viewers need to know when it comes to Casper is that he posted about national issues like corruption, crime, and leadership, but did not mention the immigration directly. And social media users criticized him, arguing immigration is central to current national debates. Some accused celebrities of avoiding controversial topics to protect their image and their careers. Supporters say he was addressing broader systemic challenges and not a single issue. Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it further goes on to say that the immigration debate has become highly contagious in South Africa, with public frustration around undocumented migrants, border control, and pressure on service growing. Public figures are increasingly expected to take clear stances on these issues, leading to scrutiny when they remain neutral or general in their statements. Very interesting stuff. I don't know. What do you think? We're also in the public space. We are also, broadcasters who are functioning on social media. So what's your stance on that?
I think everywhere, where you go, because if I can go to a certain country without my documents, citizens will say, let the law take its order. I think that's one of the answers that we would go to. I wouldn't say basically, no, guys, personally, I feel like you are taking my job. No, it's fine. You can come and work in the country, but do you have proper documentation? Because when I go to the bank, they ask me for documentation. When I go apply for something, they ask for documentation. So why are you here benefiting, without having those documents? So it's an issue. It's an issue on its own, because we are told to not take law into our own hands.
Yes.
Understand?
Yes.
So what does the law say with people who do not have documents? If we can get to a point that, okay, can I get a driver's license, for example, without having a learner's? Can I get a driver's license without having my ID? Can I open a bank account without having my ID? Answers are going to be a different story. So I think the law here, what does the law say
should take
with
precedence.
someone who does not have proper documentation?
Yeah. But do you think as a public figure, right, and the show is growing, right, the Vooka Breakfast show is growing, we're going to get to a point where a lot of people recognize our faces, right, as the people who are front of camera. And when we go out, really the Vooka team, and we introduce ourselves, and it's going to get to a point. I mean, 2 weeks ago when we were at the Santaco thing, there was a very, very well-known prominent broadcaster who was there, right, covering the election process of Santaco. And the processes that are happening there, and we met her. We met her. We had a word with her, and we see who she is, right? And so it's gonna get to a point where, Moeketsi, my man, hi, how are you doing? MooCee missed, hi. Is this the famous Mr. B who's always behind the camera on the technicals? We barely ever see his face, right? It's going to get to that point, and so you're going to be asked and questioned on social media. Moeketsi, what do you think? What do you think, Mr. B? Do you know?
Yeah, because in this case, in this case, it's being ridiculed for not saying anything.
Yes.
Yeah,
guys, it's a tricky situation.
It is very.
Like, it's tricky. I don't even know what to say. Like, okay, if I had to say something, because firstly, if I'm being part of the protest, fighting people who are illegal in my country. Guys, I'm sorry, but what I do is far from that. Like, it's far. My career, you guys follow me, you know what I do.
Yeah, but
I don't talk about it every day.
But we want to find out what your personal thoughts are.
What's my personal thoughts?
Yeah.
I can't have personal thoughts on these kind of things, because this is mainly something that the government itself, the constitution, can deal with. There's things that we can have our personal takes on.
Yeah.
Like, there's things to say, okay, now personally, this is what I think. He should have done this.
So you're fine with illegal immigrants coming into the country?
I don't know.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And because people will come at you with questions that are so direct, and questions that are layered.
Yeah.
Are layered. Questions that have connotations behind them. It's not just a yes or no, or are you happy? Yes, I'm happy, and that's it. No, like, we know there's reading between the lines, and people will.
What makes you hate?
Misconstrued your answers. You get what I'm trying to say, Mr. B? Yeah, man.
So my response would be, pay me as a political figure that is in charge of these things. If I'm being paid, then I can answer the questions. But as you know, I'm being paid for being a broadcaster. So I can't be answering things that I'm not paid for.
I see. I see what you mean. It's very interesting. Vooka Nation would love to find out from you. We have less than 10 minutes to go. But there's another story that emerged over the weekend, right? And it's also connected to another famous celebrity, a musician, a singer, a performer in our country. This one is particularly with Moeketsi. And Moeketsi apologizes after immigration backlash. And that story has to do with Moeketsi having issued a public apology after facing backlash over comments like the anti-immigration protests. Her remarks raised concerns about language, profiling, and safety, but were criticized for allegedly fueling division. Right? The controversy has sparked a wider public debate about immigration, tribalism, and the role of celebrities. Do you get it? And that's a very, for me, a very huge one here is tribalism in the country.
Yeah.
A very, very huge underlying issue and a topic that a lot of people are not ready to have with detaching and being subjective.
Yeah.
About it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I've seen quite a few podcasts right now. Yeah, people will share their thoughts and it's an entire thing. But what viewers need to know about this one is that Moeketsi apologized on social media, saying she never meant to offend or promote tribalism. She clarifies that her comments were driven by concerns for Venda and Tsonga speaking people during planned protests. But critics accused her of spreading misinformation and creating division. Her apology received mixed reactions. Some accepted it, while others questioned its sincerity. Very, very interesting and concerning stuff in our country. So the backstory that one needs to know here is that the issue stems from comments she made about a planned 30 June anti-illegal immigration protest organized by the March on March group. She has expressed fears that people speaking Tshivenda and Tsonga could be mistaken for foreign nationals and asked for ID based on the language. These remarks drew backlash during an already sensitive national debate on immigration and social tensions.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, I get where she was coming from. I do, to a certain extent.
Yeah.
In the sense that growing up, we were told stories that even during the apartheid era, where there was sort of a division amongst the racial groups in the country, right? But also the division amongst the cultural groups in the country, where Tswana speaking people were put in one place. And look at it this way, because we have 9 provinces in the country, all those provinces, for the most part, the demarcation of them are of a certain group who speaks a certain language, right? And not that you cannot live go KZN or in the Eastern Cape if we was Tswana in Nassau. But we know that it's not really a prominent thing. It's very rare where you would go to the Northwest and I'll tell you a story that happened. But it's rare where you'd go to the Northwest or to the Free State and you find someone speaking Tshivenda, for instance. It's like, okay, how do you live here? What's your story?
Most spoken language.
Yeah, like how do you live here?
Like,
on one of the radio stations, there is Tswana dominated. Prominently speaks Tswana, right? There's a caller who calls on. It's funny. A caller calls, right? Ngicela ukukhuluma no baba. Are he mna wena baba apha? Ukhuluma no baba. I think he did, like the presenter of that show, he reacted without processing.
Yeah,
you know, like you know. So it's interesting. But I really don't take it away from her, because it is a thing. You remember? I don't know if you remember, but Mr. B, you would remember back in, I think, the early 2010s. Where this was also an issue. It was a thing where there was a thing of saying mabahambe.
Yeah.
And because if you are dark skinned and dark toned, you'd be asked, Yinle wen? Yinle? You know, and there's a Tswana speaking person, Momo Topsenville. I know him personally. I know him like this. He's dark in complexion, very tall, very skinny and slender. And he was taken in for questioning.
Extra so.
He was. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I get where she's coming from where she says she fears for people who speak Tshivenda and Tsonga because of how they look and how they sound. But anyway, it's an entire thing, man.
Yeah. So we will let you know in terms of the developments on what the government is planning to do, because on the 30th of this month, a huge national protest is going to be going on where illegal foreigners and illegal immigrants are going to be chased out of their country. But with that being said, that's where we are going to say goodbye and end it for this beautiful Monday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until we see each other tomorrow. tomorrow, same time, same place. Please enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy.
Yes, sir. And after this, be sure to hang out on Underground Radio, where you can chill and spend some time with them. Zanti, Mama, Rochelle, taking care of you right there on Underground Radio DBN, giving you great conversations, man, about parenthood and being a new mother in life. With that being said, 10 seconds until we close it off. And from ourselves as the Vooka Breakfast Show, stay safe, stay warm, stay cautious on those roads. God willing, we will see each other bright and early tomorrow morning, where we continue giving you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a very energetic start to the day. Coolio.
Still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away, since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away.